This is how I just practiced that I took my sport photo out of the desk chair, threw my wallet keys on the desk, I'm looking through mail, and he said, I heard this kind of like
no,
a train.
I meant on purpose. I didn't mean anything else going on in your life.
Yeah. He looked out the window and he said, he grabbed the keys, the wallet, and ran.
Okay, folks, we're getting ready to turn on
He
the
said-
recording, so anything you say may,
He didn't.
yeah, publicize.
Everything was in.
Earlier, it was about a week or so, just about.
Can you,
into
when
December.
you do updates on this, Anna, can you send it out? Do you do updates on this, or do you just check it off by hand?
People really want
this?
And we can, what do we?
Yeah.
Who's right? We have.
Well, I really want it to.
I can send it to you, and I send it to parents.
Okay, thank you, that would be nice. I just like to make sure that a couple of people have it.
They always get the final version.
No, I know.
67.
We have a couple of people online. We have George and Chris Riley online, and the rest of us seem to be in the room, so.
I think Jason's gonna be online too.
Oh, yeah, he's feeling up to it?
Yeah, from home, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Jason.
So I'll turn it over to Kevin Mason to start our first race meeting.
Okay. I didn't print one out. So.
It's the same agenda.
Yeah, it's basically. I mean, I
Agenda's
checked,
gonna be on the screen too.
Yeah.
You guys can.
So I'll go through what we normally go through, and then at the end, I think Anna will do is make sure that your checklist is addressed as well. So
Perfect.
we don't forget anything on that there. Okay, so we're up and running. As of January first, the system was up. We had already had 30 registrants as of Tuesday or Wednesday. Thursday. I didn't check today.
32.
32, okay. So we're off to a good start there.
Not 24 are adults, so that's even better.
Yeah. Let's say something, make money, I guess. So anyways, that's up and running. We added the options, either be not answer your sex or to be non-binary
Gender.
gender. Was it?
Gender queer. I think.
No, we didn't have that word.
Prefer not to say,
Or
or,
it was non-binary.
yeah, non-binary.
Non-binary. Non-binary. So if you want me to change it, let me know. One of the questions I did receive from somebody who received the first email that went out was, are there prizes for either category? Now, I know there's not prizes for prefer not to say, but I wasn't sure if there were prizes for non-binary. I don't know if we ever kind of resolved that.
I
And they were having prizes.
Yeah.
Put the
Yeah.
wording in the,
It's on the website.
Okay. All right, I'll just answer the question then.
I can send you the link if you want.
No, that's, I just have to say yes or no. I'm gonna say yes. Okay. Friends gonna be helping with bottled water again this year?
Probably, we can ask them at their next meeting.
Okay, so you'll find out. All right, and then who's gonna be kind of running the food show?
that's Maureen.
Well,
The food show?
Who's gonna be running, getting the food? Who's gonna be coordinating food and
I am.
you are, okay. Sorry, I wasn't clear. So do we have ideas of where we're going this year, and are we using the same people as we did last year? Anybody say they weren't gonna do it from last year?
What, for food?
Yeah, food and,
No, I did speak with Dunkin' Donuts. They're the only people I had actually touched base with at the end of November. And they were less than enthusiastic.
yeah,
So I will get back to them. The woman didn't make a commitment either way. She said it's kind of early. They've only been providing donuts the
Right,
last couple of
right.
years.
Right.
So I had mentioned to her, I said, you always, were so generous with the bagels. And we'd like to discuss you doing that again. So we'll see. I'll speak to her.
I can also put Michelle in touch with you, Michelle Royer, because, I don't know, Panera Bread, they didn't give anything last year, right? Do you know?
Who?
Panera.
No,
No.
no, they didn't. They
But-
just came on board as a dining.
But I
partner.
think let me have Michelle get in touch with you.
All right, but let me find out. I have to call this woman back. I don't think this woman has,
Authority.
that kind of authority. She's a,
Talking to Gwen?
yeah,
Yeah, she's,
I see Carrie occasionally at the place.
yeah, well, the woman I'm dealing with, she carries, it's Gwen.
she's an assistant to his assistant,
mm,
Oh,
so.
I'll have Michelle get in touch with you, okay?
And then,
So-
where do we get our fruits from last year?
So the fruit came from two places last year. I have the contact for Stu Leonard. It's a bit early.
Yeah.
I mean, I can reach out to them now, but I didn't want to reach out to them in November. And then Michelle had gotten the, Middlewoods did fruit cups. for
Right.
us.
Oh, that's right.
right,
Yeah, but I don't know if that's in the mix. for
and
this
we
year.
don't get anything from,
Veggie World? No, they're gone.
Veggie World, right?
Yeah, they were just, they became difficult to work with, so we switched to Stu Leonard's. And they were most happy to help last year, so.
Okay. Is there anybody else that we're dealing with, or anything else we had
Did you
there?
get things from Sam's?
No,
At the moment,
I'm not sure if Sam's, but Costco, I think Costco helped us too.
Then they do the bagels?
They did,
They
they gave
did.
us bagels at a cost or
Cost.
something like that.
Mhm.
So I'll have Michelle would be able to give us, help you with
I
that.
have,
Yep, Michelle talked to you. Yep.
Okay. Tables can improve, we'll address those later. I don't think we're gonna have a 10-year award under trophies this year. I double check, I've got to go through the database, but right now I didn't see anybody who didn't close. But I will double check it and, I'll let everyone know next month for sure. But I think we're not gonna have those this year, or not gonna have any this year. Is Neil still on the board?
No, he resigned, so we're gonna have somebody, spearhead that.
I can probably take care of the trophies if you want, I just gotta talk
You
to,
want the first contact?
yeah,
Atlas.
okay. I don't mind doing that, I get trophies all the time for other stuff, so it's not that big a deal. Okay, somebody wanna talk about sponsorships, where we are right now?
Yeah, I'm going to be sending out invoices and making phone calls in the next week or two.
Okay,
Actually starting tomorrow. We have pretty good sponsorship response. We've picked up a couple of new ones.
nice,
I have not heard from Revolution Sports Club. I don't know about the starting,
Yeah.
and I told you before that, I forgot which one it was.
PTA.
Yeah, one-
Therapy sport.
They said that they would,
They wanted to do it.
yeah.
Pam, were you getting Revolution? Because Michelle is a contact with them too.
Okay,
She and I used to go to the gym there. so
I
she might
sent
have-
2 letters.
You did?
And I haven't
Okay,
heard
why don't we just
anything.
make a note and we can
Okay.
ask Michelle.
Pam, could you send me a copy when you invoice them? Could you send me a copy of those invoices? Just
Sure.
so I'm waiting for, looking for the sponsorship dollars to come in?
just a question for Anna. When Dunkin' Donuts did give us the full tilt
Mhm.
with the bagels and donuts, what was that dollar value? Do you know?
Yeah, put
Did
it
we
down,
ever-
but- yeah, no, we never really did that dollar value. I mean, well, we could calculate it.
But did they have space on a T-shirt or anything? They were just,
No,
They were the foods.
they didn't. And then one year they complained that they weren't getting sufficient recognition.
right, that's why I'm asking. I'm
Yeah.
wondering if we can
Yeah,
nudge them a little.
but, I mean.
To be a gold sponsor to be on the back of
I
the
mean, you
shirt.
would have to take, I mean, I could look up how many donuts that they gave us in the past. When they, rather bagels, when they were giving it, you'd multiply that by, whatever they're charging for a dozen donuts. And I don't even think it came up to $250.
Oh,
And
even with the bagel? When you
with
do
the
the
bagel,
yeah.
yeah,
They did bagels before donuts, and then donuts
Yeah.
the last 2 years, right?
yeah.
Yeah, they didn't do,
They threw the donuts in
Yeah.
at some point on
Yeah.
their own accord.
No, they didn't throw the bagels, they reduced the amount of bagels
Right,
and
but
they added.
added donuts.
They added donuts. And then on the T-shirt, and you have to be at $500
Right.
and up to, and they weren't there, but, they felt that they were entitled. I know.
I wonder if we just ask them for $500 and then use it to buy it from someone else.
Okay, and then how about, I know last year we tried to cut back a little bit on the prizes, but we did pretty well anyways, between gift cards and some baskets. You're handling that, you're back to you, I thought you'd stop doing that.
No, I just wanted, let me just update everybody on the dining partner program.
Okay,
Last year we had 40 dining partners. This year we have 47.
well,
And there's possibility we could even hit 50. So every dining partner that comes in, they either give us two $25 gift cards, or if they're a pizza place, more than likely they're giving us pizza for some event.
Mhm.
And a bunch of them are donating food items for Winterfest.
okay,
And then, the way that it works, that, you know, the gift cards are theoretically split between us and the friends, but, you know, it's kind of willy-nilly. And then Lisa gets some for her, you know, for her programs and stuff. So we've got a lot of gift cards that we can spread out. We don't really need to, I personally, I don't think we really need to do a heavy recruiting on
good.
items. But people like, Kingston Wealth Management, you know, they came in as a sponsor last year. They offered to bring a basket. We don't say no.
Hmm.
You know, people seem to love the Trader Joe's basket. That's not a biggie, you know, so that's an easy, you know, litter drop off. I mean, if any of the sponsors, you know, want to include a basket, you know, we don't say no, but I don't really think that we need to go knocking on doors like we used to.
Has Casa Doro been
They've been
approached?
approached. They're not.
Not interested.
No. It's a corporate. It's a
Well, the
corporation.
group, I know
Yeah,
the
so,
restaurant,
so
but it's
the
a,
manager, so
the
the general
Doro
manager
group.
just can't automatically say yes, like
It's
some
gotta
other
go up the
places.
line.
He has to go up the line, so we'll probably know within a few days.
And talking about the prizes, so one thing we did last year is we didn't just have one, we put a couple out for people to pick, and that, they were pretty quick. It wasn't like I was afraid that, you know, they'd be going back and forth, and I think we'd like to keep doing that too, so people kind of get an option to pick what they wanted, the 2 or 3 items, not all the items, but I think we did 2 for a while, and I think I finally went to 3 for a while, and
Yeah,
people were pretty quick about picking them up, so I didn't think that was a problem. I was just asking how everybody else felt that was there, whether they thought it slowed things down, or,
We moved it along quickly, so I think it worked.
yeah, I thought.
It is nice to have, you know, it's great to have all the restaurant coupons, but it is nice to have some other options, like we've had the oil changes and the, you know, dog training and
Yeah.
the sports therapy things and stuff like that. So I would never say no to those, but to your point, Anna, it used to be a heavy lift to try and get gifts for race day.
well, yeah, and then the other thing that we've talked about in the past is how long are we taking at, you know, for the raffle part of the program, you know, people want, you know, they've been there since, you know, 7:30 or whatever, you know, 8 o'clock, and, you know, they want to get going, they've already run their race.
They can leave,
Oh, they can,
and obviously they do, because I call a lot of numbers,
yeah.
That's true.
you know.
Just as a side thing, Jason Hip is, one of our new board members. He's online and his hand is up, so.
Oh, okay.
I mean, go ahead, Jason.
Hi, I'm sorry. Is my camera on? I think it is. Okay. No, I just wanted to mention, we're a 501c3, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay, great. So here's the story. Whenever I used to work at Pratt and Whitney, there was a little UTC for vets. They did a lot of volunteering for veterans, and we always partnered with the USO or Easter Stills. And whenever we would do a golf outing and on an annual basis, but we would also solicit for prizes and whatnot. So as long as we have our 501c letter, which we got from Easter Stills or the USO, one of the gold mines that I actually found was I went to the mall up at West Farms, and I went to Bath and Body Works and L'Occitane, and I told them, you know, hey, we were doing this and blah blah blah, so on and so forth. They were so like enthused, and they like threw stuff at me, and I walked out of there. This was a couple years ago, but like honestly, I mean, it's a write off for them and it's goodwill. But they gave me like over $100 at each place worth of stuff.
Jason, I'd be happy to give you a form letter that we've used in the past, and you're welcome to go and reach out.
That would be great. I would love to have that, please. If you can, I know that you have my email, but if you're able to send me that 501c3, whenever.
I have it. I have your email. I'll take care of it.
Okay,
This is
brilliant.
Anna.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind soliciting for this. Yep.
Well, to that point, every board member, I'll send out the sponsor, not the sponsor letter, I'll send out the, I'll send out the donor raffle letter to every member on the board. You're welcome to use it if you have a contact, and, you know. And
Yeah,
if you can
Stu
get
Leonard's
something
was a good
signed-
place too, just so you know. I remember they always helped out too, Stu Leonard's.
Well,
Okay.
we're already reaching out to Stu Leonard's for the fruit.
Yep.
So
Brilliant.
we're not double dipping there. Thank you.
Okay,
Okay, back in.
all right, I talked to Platt today about timing, I assume we're gonna use them again, we've had no issues with them, any objection?
They're keeping their pricing the same?
I hadn't heard any, had they changed it last year?
No, they haven't changed for a while, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of like waiting
so
for
they
the
are.
next.
Yeah, he didn't say anything to me, but I can ask him, let me just do that,
They usually look for their $500 to $800 up front.
Yeah.
And then they do the balance after the race.
yeah, based on how many people showed up, which, last year was really good, so. Rates, we stayed at 25 and 10, and we're going up,
No, it's on a scale now.
right, I know, it goes up
April
after.
1st.
April first, yeah. I don't think we have that in the form, we don't have that online, I gotta change that then.
All right.
For when the rates go up, I don't think we have it noticed on the website for when they sign up with us. They probably only go through the library, they do, but they don't have it.
Oh, I'll double check to see, maybe.
I didn't put it on there. I'm talking about
on the
on the race entry form. Where they sign up online.
But so they're getting the emails that are telling them that
Yeah.
the fee is going up on on April 1st.
Mm-hmm.
The very first paragraph in the,
Yes, I understand, but those are for people who signed up. Or
Right.
have raced in the last 2 years. It's not for somebody who hasn't signed up, somebody brand
so
new.
on,
would
Lisa,
know.
on your website,
It's there on
it's
my
there,
website.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
have to double check, I think it's also on the
All right.
race, I'll double check the race entry page.
Yeah, let me know, because I didn't think it was, and then I can adjust it, so.
Well, I can do that,
But we gotta change the amount too, manually, we gotta change the amount so it goes up.
we don't have to do anything, it's already, it's.
You think the dates are already in there?
Yeah, so on the back end,
Yeah,
yeah, so the dates are set for, $25 from January 1 to March 31,
okay,
and then April 1, it's 30.
So it's already pre-programmed.
It's pre-programmed.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I
sorry,
just want to check that
I guess because I didn't do it, I didn't.
that
realize
line,
it.
that notice line
Yeah.
is in there.
Oh, you know what? I put it in
Oh,
myself.
that's okay,
Yeah.
numbers, I'll coordinate with Platt again this year. I'll get all the websites up online. We have about 10 websites that I have access to that we can set up on there.
And what was the final number? Do you remember?
3, I don't know, 3 something, 312.
I saw it was 314 for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah, but don't forget, we had a couple weird numbers where people got reassigned, so I think Charlie Ackland was, I think, 312,
Yeah.
I think, but I can double check that, but it was really good.
On the numbers, we're all set now in terms of it being placed properly on the.
Yes, we didn't have any problems this year
Okay.
with the sticker going over
All right.
Yeah, but it's good to remind
Yeah.
them of that.
no, I will.
And I would just say, let's buy more and we'll.
Yes, we will,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. Okay. Police, Ron, your usual stuff, the police, horn, all that stuff, bathrooms, and we're using these bathrooms now anyway, so it's not a problem. And then who's handling contact with the Honor Society for volunteers? Is that gonna be you, or is it gonna be,
Yeah, I can.
is it still Lisa over there, or is it somebody else now?
Lisa Finelli.
Yes.
Okay.
Is Jason still the National Honor Society?
I think so.
And then, who helped us last year do the delivery to the homeowners? It was me and Ron. Who was it?
You and I and Neil.
Neil.
Neil, last year was Neil too?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna need a third party here. We'll look for volunteer before that. Okay, all right, Diane, you coordinating t-shirts again this year?
Sure.
Okay. You'll do all the public relations, Karen, as usual, and do we have a sign schedule? I assume you guys already have a sign schedule, okay. And we'll worry about sponsor sign stuff, and we don't send out registration forms to anybody, we've been doing, Anna's been writing emails that I send out maybe, 2 weeks pretty much or so.
Yeah.
So I send them to everybody's registered this year, anybody who ran the race in the last couple of years.
Kevin, back
Yes.
on the signs, when we had the post-race wrap-up.
Yeah.
We talked about having a sign coordinator especially for the lawn signs.
Oh, to pick them up and to drop
Well,
them
someone
off.
to know
Yeah.
what we had, somebody to, assign where they're gonna go, and somebody to make sure that they were picked up. So that's a new role, I have it on the task list, and somebody needs to just step forward.
Right, and what's important is when it goes out, if we could make a mark on the list and then pass that list out, because it seemed to me that we had a longer list than we had signs that were
We
actually out
did, 'cause
there.
I'm the one actually put the signs out, I think,
Yeah.
last year. And
So-
we had like 50, so I was kind of picking, oh, we got 3 in the street, let's do 2.
Right, so, but we were going each place.
Oh,
to
you
try
were,
and-
okay,
So just, just mark it, just bring a highlighter and say, okay, this, this address has it, this address. But I get what you're saying. You don't need 3 of them right in a row.
well, I mean, if we don't have extra signs, then
Right.
I'm just trying to spread them out
But
among.
that just helps.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If they go out for them, when we pick up.
But is there somebody on the board who's willing to be the sign coordinator to take that sign list?
Yeah, that's fine with me. I'll be glad to put them out. Just tell me where to go and where to
Don't
get the
look at
signs up.
me.
Yeah, no, whoever your sign coordinator is. I don't
Uh,
mind doing it. I mean,
Well, you can put them out and I can pick them up if you wanna do that.
yeah, we could do that.
After the race.
I think what happened was some of the people actually have them on their sign, are board members or friends, and they were taking them in themselves.
Yeah.
And then people were going to pick them up and they were gone, and they weren't sure why they were already
And
gone.
then
So-
they weren't, and then some of them were still out there. A
Yeah.
lot of them were still out there. That's
Yeah, you
why-
wanna do that, I'll put them out and then
Yeah.
have them do that. I don't mind doing
okay,
it.
so Kevin and
Thank
Ron,
you.
all right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
And still, Ron, make sure he marks off the addresses and
Yeah.
drops them off, and it makes it easier.
I don't know, I just drive around, I was randomly putting them out, to be honest with you. Just-
Yeah.
Oh,
It's good that they're
You
out
ended
there.
up
We
putting
appreciate
them out
the
the week before or something.
yeah, cause yeah,
Well, a lot of them say this Sunday. that's
Yeah,
what
they
I'm-
say this.
I put them out
Sunday,
too
so-
early and I go pick them up and then put them back out, yeah.
But it's, I mean, the other thing to consider is like the Friends have signs that go out earlier, which isn't a bad idea, because you're only publicizing the lawn signs like a week before. So something to think about, maybe purchasing more signs to have, that you can put out earlier.
Like with the date. With the
Yeah, with the
date.
date,
Well, third,
They
that's good,
update
the
the
third
date.
Sunday,
The third Sunday.
right,
yeah.
because some of them you can't, that's what happened to Kevin, you can't
Right.
put them out till the end
Right,
of that Sunday,
Yeah.
that Sunday
Yeah.
morning,
yeah,
so.
yeah, I mean, I don't know if they showed up. Probably not.
No, but I think we were worried, what was going on the Sunday after the race? Because we were scrambling to try to pick them up when we realized that they were there.
I don't know.
There was a conflict or something.
Is the town sign reserved?
Yep.
Okay, so
Do we know how many lawn signs we still have?
I think he had 30.
No, I'm not sure, we'd have to.
I think I
But
think,
then you wanna see how many say this Sunday, and then, I don't know, do any say?
no, they
They
all
all
said
say
this,
this Sunday,
they all
so
said
that's the
Sunday.
challenge.
Yeah,
Right. But if we were gonna make more, is 30 a good number? Do we need more?
I think we had 40 to 50 people who said they would take a sign. And I think we had 30 signs. I'm doing this from memory, which is not the best, but I think that's correct. So,
So if we get 20 signs that say the third Sunday and use it and put those up in the more strategic locations.
The intersections
Yeah.
and stuff like, or places we can put them.
okay. I don't have anything else, but if you want to go through your checklist, your task list, I guess is a better word for it.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go through the task list. I mean, the task list I cast out covers the items for January and February. I'm not gonna overwhelm everybody by giving the full list right now because you'll just glaze over. But right now, open items on the list for the top of the list is, I need to ask, is the event application for the town of Newington to get permission for the event, has that been done?
No.
Okay. And what we've done, and this one, the sponsor brochure has been updated. So I'm just gonna drop down to, line 11, contact the radio league.
They're right there.
I know. So you're here, so that's good, so that's done, right? And search,
I'll take care of cert in February. We didn't meet in January.
okay, so there is Leanne, okay. All right, so that's done.
We got 2 of us here already, so.
But my hands are tied, they don't wanna share, they don't want me to share.
No, you have to be careful.
Okay, and Kevin and I have been working together on the emails and, he's getting them I'm sending him a couple at a time, so he's not overwhelmed either. Plus it gives, I don't like to send him something and then say, ignore that one, let's do this one because something changed, so I'm staggering them,
No, that's good, that's fine.
which works. I do have an open item for Lisa. Were you able to, reach out to Bill Rogers?
I haven't heard back from him.
Okay. So should we move forward and try our plan B and see if the coach that's over, well, I can't remember the school.
Why don't you give him just a little bit longer to respond? Maybe I'll
You're
reach
talking
out
about the
again.
hall coach that was so
Yeah.
sweet.
I'll try again. before
Okay.
we move on.
Okay. Let's see. The insurance info,
I usually order that in February, so I'll take care of that.
okay, so that's in process,
The certificate is not a problem.
okay.
The sooner we have that, though, you can add it right to the event application.
Oh, okay, so I'll see if I can
Yeah,
get it up
and then I
running.
can just attach it right away, so let's get it done.
All right,
All right,
are we still doing the paper forms?
No.
We
No?
print out some
Yes,
in-house.
here, yeah.
Some in-house?
We don't mail them out.
No, we don't mail them
but I
out,
can-
right,
I can print some in-house and have them here.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we still get paper forms. so-
Yeah.
Yeah, put a handful.
I mean,
at the desk.
yeah, I wouldn't do them just yet. Let's
No, I'm
wait-
not going to,
Let's
because we
wait
have
till we
the
nail down the
sponsorship.
sponsors.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's in process. And, the volunteer ambulance,
Karen gets them.
is that it pending?
Yep.
Okay. And then, let's see, we've got the sign, the PR, let's see, is George online? George,
Yes.
are you, into
Yes, he
the,
was.
he was,
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
There he
there
is.
is.
are you in the, who's doing the newspaper release that registration is open
For communications?
for communications? I mean, are they doing it or is that something that goes through the office?
We did, Fiona did it last year.
Fiona did it last year?
Yeah.
That's communications. George, how are you about sending out a short press release to like the rare reminder and,
We can send you
Just
the,
send- Yeah, just send me that stuff and the contact and I can work on it.
sorry, can you say that again? I didn't hear you.
Can you send me the press release that was from last year and the contact for the rare reminder?
Yeah, yeah. Lisa and her staff will take care of that for you, George.
Did Fiona also send out PSAs to like TV
I
and
think she
radio?
did, but she had a contact too.
She did some of it and the office did some of it.
Not the PSA, we didn't do.
No,
anything to do with it.
PSAs, you don't need a contact. You just send it to the radio
But we didn't do
station
that
and they,
stuff.
it's just de rigueur for them.
And, so I don't know how the Facebook and social media process works, but that
Yeah,
it's in process?
Yep.
Okay,
it is.
and, let's see, but I think I heard that the last year at the wrap-up meeting, there was talk about the DJ might not have been, might be changed for this year.
Possibly.
There's
I
some
think
issues.
it was, I don't know if it was changing the actual DJ, but also, trying to see if there was another location. There was
Yeah.
other power or whatever, because when we stick them in that corner there, his sound kind of gets
Mhm.
stuck in the middle and not down by, the race or the little sprinters or, up in that area, so.
And as a committee, do we want to look at other options for a DJ? I thought that there was some issue last year.
I
Something,
think you're going back a year
No,
before that.
there
There was another year, issue this year, yeah, so then, yeah, maybe we want to look for somebody different.
okay,
It's 2 years running that we've had issues then.
all right. Does anybody here have a DJ contact? All right. I'll talk to Michelle and see if she's got some other options besides that, the one guy.
And then does anybody know other power sources out from, because didn't we plug them into the town hall? Somewhere?
The town has where am I? Anyway, they have an outdoor, electrical outlet. That's why he was plugged in there.
Right, is
I'm
there
not
another
sure
one
if there's
down
one
closer
there. I don't
to-
know. We could find that out. I'm not
They do
sure.
inflatables right off of the gym space.
I know,
I don't know how they do that.
I don't know, but that's why I'm thinking if it's down closer to that corner, maybe not down there, maybe down there, I don't know, for the start of the race or whatever. But the DJ also does the music while we're around, so, I don't know, it just seems when he's tucked into that corner, we hear it pretty well here, but they don't hear it down on the line.
Depends on what kind of power system or what the power level is. I know that depending upon where you are in different places in town, where the town has got power, for example, in Constitution Square, when Waterfall Festival did it, that inner portion until they rewired it was only enough to basically put the lights on for Christmas. It
Yeah.
wasn't anything
Okay.
stronger than that. Then they had to put in a new box. And then there were problems down Market Square with the same thing. So I don't know what they've outlined. I don't know how much power those blow-ups need.
Not much.
Okay,
So,
But they.
all right, so just something
Okay.
to investigate along with the DJs to see what other power sources are available.
Okay. Line 26 is done. Line 27, Kevin, I'm assuming that you posted the race date on other websites?
I have not yet, I'm going to. I
Okay,
just wanted, I want to make sure we had the starter and all that stuff. but-
okay,
But I'll get it on this week. I have about 10 or 12 I'll use.
okay, great. And, so let's see, so dropping down to line 30. Designate 2 individuals as coordinators for the Little Reader Sprint. I've had fun doing that. You want to continue? Okay, so Anna and Chris. And that was easy.
You gotta say Christine or Christopher.
Oh, yeah.
What's the
Sorry.
last name?
Let's see, Kevin is going to do the trophies. That's great. And recruit 1 volunteer to work with Ron on race morning. This was something that we brought up at the, at the post-race wrap-up.
I don't know if,
Chris wants to do it.
Christopher is still online. He was feeling a little under the weather today, said he was gonna join. I don't know if he jumped over to the other meeting already. We'll get to somebody.
What was the question? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Perfect timing. Are you up for being Ron's, partner in crime on race morning with the tables and stuff?
I'd be fine with doing that again. I mean, that was a lot of work, but it was fun.
Great, okay, perfect.
Sold. Thank you.
Okay.
And, so between Chris and I will take care of the next item and okay, so this is collectively work on donors for donuts, bagels, fruit, whatever. That's Maureen and food oversight and the rest of us who are behind the lines, working with her, supporting her. And then, early February, it's more emails out to the runners. And I'm not gonna go through the February task list, but you can certainly look ahead, and if there's anything there that you can get done between now and the next meeting, that would be great. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Anything else?
When's our next meeting?
Next month,
The 10th.
10th.
February 10th.
I'll be remote that one.
Okay.
I did do some research, I think I mentioned it at a previous meeting, but, last year, we, borrowed the Friends tablet for, prior registration. The day before, pickup and what have you. That gets kind of messy accounting wise. So for us to do our own type of thing, we're going to establish our own Venmo account. We have to have our PayPal account, which Lisa and Karen have established that we don't already have them, because you can't do it if you already have one. You have to piggyback off of that. So other things going on accounting wise this month, but my goal in the next month is to get us a Venmo account, so we'll be able to do that hopefully for the race day.
That'd be great.
I want to transition into the next meeting, so if you have more on that, we can bring it up.
Okay.
In that meeting.
Bye.
All right.
Nice to see you.
So our race meeting is adjourned.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you all for coming, unless there was anything you needed to say.